Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be redecorating my studio. If you haven't seen, the walls were full of my paintings before because I'm doing one portrait every day for this year 2025, so I kept hanging them on the walls. But I just used double-sided mountain tape to stick the canvases onto the wall, and some of them started falling, so I had to take them down. So I got actual frames to hang the paintings properly. So today I'm gonna be doing that. And also I ordered a second desk that is supposed to be arriving today, and I'm gonna put it around that area. So yeah, at the end I'll also be showing you how the studio looks right now. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So the first thing I'm gonna do is move those postcards to that wall because I just put them there temporarily because I couldn't stand seeing the bare walls. So first thing I had to do is unpack the frames I ordered because I'm gonna be putting each painting inside the frame. And as you can see, there's a lot of frames because as I mentioned, I'm painting one portrait every day for a year. So I do have a lot of portraits and I'm just gonna hang a few of them. I have way more stored in my studio. So yeah, it's a pretty repetitive process. So I'm just gonna show you how I did the first one and then I'm gonna speed it up so you can see the whole process really fast. I honestly hate having to hide my paintings behind a glass or a piece of plastic. Not only they reflect the light so much, but it also makes it harder for you to see the details and the brush strokes and textures, which is one of my favorite parts to look at in a painting. But I felt I had to put them because since these paintings are gonna be so close to my working area, I don't want them to get accidental paint splashes. So I felt it was safer this way. But if I were to hang them at home, I would much rather keep them without the glass. Okay, so here I have all the framed artwork and now we're gonna start hanging. So I'm very fond of following my intuition and I do not like measuring things. I just rather eyeball everything, even if that means it takes more tries to get things right. But just measuring and calculating how things should be done and having this strict rules to follow stresses me out, and I feel it cuts down my creativity. So I just rather work intuitively, and that's what I did to hang the portraits. I didn't measure a single thing. I just went with it, and of course the result is not perfect. There's some things that are crooked, but I enjoyed the process and I think it's good enough, so I'm happy with it. And as I always say, I think it's better to have something done which is just good than not doing it at all because you want it to be perfect and you keep postponing it. So the only way I find to get rid of that procrastination is allowing myself to do things not perfect, just good enough, and in a way that I can kind of enjoy the process. So the next thing I did was put some nails in my paint cart that I'm going to be using to hang some of the paint tubes that I use more often. I did this because I think it's going to be more functional to have some of my paint tubes displayed visually, but also I like how it looks. I think it's just cute. The reason why I'm getting a second desk is because I want to separate the area where I paint, that is, as you can see, very messy, and I get paint everywhere every time I sit on that desk, with another area that is going to be just for me to answer email, edit my videos, and also it's going to be like a packing station when I have to prepare my paintings and orders to be shipped. So for me, having that separation between the area I use for creating my daily portraits and commissions and just for my creativity, and the area that I use for managing and editing and packing is very important, and it helps me be more productive and focused. Okay, so that was all for today. I hope you like how the studio is looking right now. I still have plans to do some more stuff in terms of decoration, but I feel it already looks pretty cozy in here, and that was one of my main goals because I want a space that is beautiful and welcoming and that I feel like spending time in. And I remember when I was younger, I would never hang things on my walls. I wanted everything to be clean and perfect, and all my furniture to look like it was fresh, new out of the box. And then I got tired from that, and I started hanging things on the walls and making my space more mine because I want a space that feels alive, not out of a magazine, but a space that you can see that it's being used and it's serving its purpose. And I love having a bunch of my portraits hanging on the walls because I also can see all my work every time I enter this room, and having prints and little postcards of other artists and other artwork that inspire me. And I don't know, I just want to fill my room with things that either represent me or that inspire me and make my space feel mine. I don't want a space that is blank and anonymous. I want it to be all impregnated with myself. And that's why also I was brave enough to put the nails on my little card and modify it permanently with the fear of regretting that choice. But I want to use my things in a way that they serve me and that they're comfortable for me. So I thought about this option, and it felt way more comfortable than just digging through the paint tubes and I would never find the one I was looking for. So yeah, I like to have it displayed, visual, and organized in a way that also serves me and is useful for me. So yeah, I encourage you to try it out. Go hang things on your walls if you haven't already. And I remind you that I'm selling prints of all my portraits. So if you want to decorate your space with some of my artwork, you can check my website, blancafavy.com, and you can see the sizes and prices available. Also, if you want to buy an original, you can reach out to my email and we can discuss the details. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in my daily portrait videos. Bye.